Hello everyone, this is Human Hard Drive, and today I'm going to be showing you a little more in-depth of some circuit simulator software. If you've watched some of my Electronics 101 videos, you've probably seen me pull up a little Java applet, and it is one of the nicest circuit simulators I use. So here it is. It's published by a guy named Falstad. Here's the website up here, and I'll put it in the description, falstad.com/circuit. And Falstad he's made a bunch of really cool simulators, so if you want to check them out, they're right down here under more applets. This is the simulator I like to use, and it's really great because it simulates a lot of analog devices and even some digital devices too. So, shouldn't have done that. So, if you open it up, you'll get one of these. This is the demo circuit that he has running. This is an LRC circuit, inductor, resistor, capacitor circuit. And it's got switches. It's got everything you could imagine. It's a really impressive piece of software. So, if I were to he's got a whole bunch of example circuits with almost every device you have access to. So if I were to just show you some of the devices you can use. There we go. So you got wires, resistors, capacitors, inductors, switches, push switches, single push, dual throw, potentiometers, transformers, tap transformers, transmission lines, relays, MEM resistors, spark gaps, all sorts of voltage sources. You can have single sources in both DC and AC. You can have dual source like batteries and outlets. You've got means of measuring things. You've got logic input, so high, low, on, off, clock lines, AC sweep, variable voltage, so you can sweep a voltage without it being AC. You can even have an antenna, which is really cool. LEDs, two different types of diodes, two kinds of transistors, bipolar junctions, and MOSFETs, and they even have some JFETs. Three kinds of transistors, op amps, SCRs, tunnel diodes. They even have a triode. They even have some logic gates and chips. They have a PLL somewhere in here, if I was really willing to look. And it is just an amazing piece of software, again, with just everything you can do with it. So if I were to look at a basic circuit, so if I were to just pull up the transistor. So Mr. Horsetail, this is for you. This is the simulator I had used when you'd asked me your question. So you've got here a voltage source. So if I right click, you can get some info on it. So min voltage 0, max voltage 2, and it's a variable voltage. So if I were to come over here, I can adjust the amount of voltage. And here's another variable voltage, and I can tweak it. And he's got a ground and transistor. So this is an NPN transistor, and you can adjust the beta value or the HFE value. So when you asked me when you told me what transistor you were using, I was able to go out, look it up, get the beta value for it, and plug that in. And there's some wires drawn here, and they show the current, because this is what transistor does. It's a current switch. So I can get more current, less current, and I mean, just for this, I can view it in scope. If I were to remove this, I can even view it in scope, and I can look at an IV curve. So that's voltage versus current. What else has he got? I mean, just the amount of stuff you can do. Op amps, always cool. Peak detector. So he's got an input here and an output here where you can see the amount of peak voltage. Reset. Analog to digital converters he's got built out here. He's got logic gates. It's got combinational logic, so you can look at adder circuits, half adders, full adders. They've got a couple ripple counters in here. I mean, just the amount you can do and simulate is incredible. I mean, there are a few drawbacks to this. It does get hung up at a couple points if you're doing transistor stuff or op-amp stuff where you haven't laid it out just the way the software needs it to be done for the matrix math to work out perfectly. You don't have a great choice of polarized components, so they only have unpolar capacitors, where if you need a polarized capacitor, you'll have to throw in a diode, and you've got to be careful with the forward voltage on that as well. The chip selection is pretty good, but it could be a little better, but hey, it's an analog simulator, not a digital simulator. But really, if you want to lay out a circuit, or just a thought popped into your head about how something behaves, you can lay it out here, and it's just so cool. I mean, it really is. It's just amazing what you can do. So, it's a really simple software to use. It's right click, left click. There are a couple keyboard shortcuts. It's really useful. Check it out. Play with it. Have fun. There is one other circuit simulator which I found out about on an internship. Where is it? Do I even remember where it is? It's called Spice. LT Spice. It's published by Linear Technologies. I'll put a link to their site in the description. These guys make PLCs and FPGAs, so they do some micro stuff. But they do make a circuit simulator software, which I'd recently downloaded and started playing with. As far as intuitive goes, this software is a little trickier, and I'm still playing around with it. So if you do download this, I won't be able to help you with it. I can help you with Falstad, but I'm still playing around with this. But as far as things go, this is even more powerful than Falstad's, and it's still a free software. So again, these things are really great if you have an idea for something and you want to test it out real quick. Really good. So, this has been Human Hard Drive. Thanks for watching.